Good day. Welcome to ISS TV Plus News. I am Yunana Mabel. And now the news in details. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, on Wednesday said that the federal government may reopen its land borders soon. Nigeria had in August 2019 closed its land borders to curtail illegal importation of drugs, small arms and agricultural products into the country from neighboring West African nations. Professional organizations, economics, individuals and heads of countries like Ghana and Benin Republic had appealed to the president to reconsider the closure. The president maintained that the borders will remain closed until the final report of the committee set up on the matter was considered. However, Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Ahmed, during an interview with State House correspondents on Wednesday, disclosed that the presidential committee set up on the matter has completed its job and has recommended the reopening of the borders. She said the committee would soon submit its reports to President Buhari, following which a formal pronouncement will be made on the matter. 4 Nigerian returnees have been detained by soldiers in Cotonou, the Benin Republic, after being quarantined for 14 days in a hotel in the West African country for refusing to pay 900,000 naira each for accommodation facility. The Nigerians who arrived in Cotonou from different parts of Europe and America, it was gathered, were forcefully taken to the hotel by the security officers after they were stopped by immigration officers from continuing their journey to Nigeria. A source close to a family member of one of them said that the returnees were told by the immigration that they will only be allowed out of the country if certified COVID-19 negative. They were later taken to the Benin Republic Royal Hotel, allegedly owned by the president of the country against their wish, and forced to stay. In a voicemail from one of the detainees locked up in the separate cells at an unknown detention camp in a remote part of the town and made available to newsmen, said their international passports have been seized. Narrating their audio in the video, he said it all started after they were declared negative for COVID-19 and a bill of 900,000 presented to each of them to pay as charges for their accommodation in the hotel for the duration of the quarantine. And when they declared that they didn't have such an amount of money with them, the officials insisted the bill must be paid before they will be allowed to leave the country. I was surprised when the police arrived and tried to enforce the order of payment. Later, some soldiers joined, dragged us out of the hotel, and took us to the detention camp. We were told that the government gave an order that foreigners quarantined for COVID-19 must pay their bills. I arrived Cotonou and submitted to their order that I be quarantined for 14 days to prove I was coronavirus-free. I was taken to an office where I saw the other Nigerians. They seized our international passports. We protested being forced to stay in that hotel after we got to know we'll be responsible for the about 40,000 naira per night cost without food. The official lodged us in the rooms and handed us over to another set of officers of the state. After the 14 days, we were issued bills to pay. The official said it was an order by the government that every foreigner must pay. The Nigerian returnee further appealed to President Muhammadu Buhari to save their lives. We have spent 4 days in detention and no sign will be released. We appeal to the Nigerian government to save our lives. We fear they may harm us and claim we are criminals. I cannot afford that amount now, and the officials are not listening to us. We don't even know the names of where we are being detained. President Muhammadu Buhari should please intervene and save our lives. We have been confirmed COVID-19 free, but the people are subjecting us to this traumatic treatment. This was said by one of the victims. The Academic Staff Union of Universities has denied the news report that it agreed to call off the ongoing strike after the meeting with the government's negotiation team led by the Minister of Labour and Employment, Senator Chris Ngige, on Friday. The federal government, at the meeting at the conference hall of the Ministry of Labour and Employment, reportedly increased its offer for end allowances to universities-based union and funding for revitalization of public universities from 65 billion to 70 billion. There was a news report that ASU has given an indication that a meeting with the leadership of the union and its organ. According to the reports, the university lecturers agreed to call off the strike after government pledged to pay 40 billion for end allowances and 30 billion for the revitalization of the university system, bringing the total payment of 70 billion. It was further reported that the government agreed to settle the arrears of salaries of the lecturers before the 31st of December 2020. The report also noted that ASU was expected to report the agreement to its organs and then communicate their decision to the government, after which a date for calling off the strike will be announced. It quoted a source within the university union that ASUU insisted that the agreement to call off the strike should not be announced until it had been approved by its members. But ASUU President Professor Biodun Ogunyemi has denied knowledge of any agreement to call off the strike, stressing that at the meeting, it was only agreed that the union should convey the government's message to their organs and get back to the government. Professor Ogunyemi said, "I am not aware of that. All I know is that we had a meeting and we are going to report to our members, but I don't know about suspension of the strike." However, a source in the Ministry of Labour and Employment said that after the meeting, the Minister of Labour, Senator Ngige, who described the meeting as fruitful, added that the government made a proposal to ASUU, which will take part with its members. After the meeting on Friday, the 20th of November, the government agreed to exempt ASUU members who had not enrolled in the Integrated Payroll and Personal Information System, IPPIS, and put them on the Government Integrated Financial and Management Information System, GIF-MIS, pending when ASUU Preferred Payment Platform, University Transparency Accountability Solution, UTAS, will be approved. ASUU has constantly rejected IPPIS, stressing that it will erode the autonomy of the university system.
Equites University is one of the most reputable universities in Benin Republic. With qualified lecturers, standard libraries, and classrooms. Equites University offers BSc and MSc programs. Our school is recognized by the Federal Ministry of Education, Nigeria, and also Benin, and all our students, after graduation, participate in the NYSC.
Welcome back. And now to the rest of the news. The SUG election has been the trending news at Equites Benin University. The election, scheduled to hold on the 4th of December 2020 at ISS House of Decorum, has been a topic of discussion since the beginning of the semester. Both the aspirants, students, and lecturers are wallowing in anticipation. There have been a lot of campaigning both on and offline. The school management has directed that in order to be eligible to cast your vote, a valid student ID card is required. We've come to the end of the news. I am Yunana Mabel, ISS TV Plus News, and thanks for staying with us.